Welcome to Games Overboard. I'm PJ.
I'm Dan.
I'm Angie.
And I'm Matt.
Yes, we have Matt again tonight, and, well, we're going to come back to our regularly scheduled program today. I know this past episode was a little weak.
It's because I wasn't there.
That's right. It's because Angie wasn't there. I think we were a little boring.
I like how Dan says weak, boring, and I'm like, we actually sounded like a regular games podcast.
That's not us, PJ. You know that. We're more than that.
We are.
We're ludicrous.
That's right.
But not the rapper.
Your dad went to Plaid, so...
He did.
I don't know why Dan felt obligated to show me, but he picked up his dad's reading glasses, and he's like, look, Plaid.
Yeah. Well, he said, hand me my glasses. I'm like, well, where the hell did you put the glasses?
Oh, okay.
They're over there on the table. So I picked them up, looked at them, went, brought him over and said, hey, PJ, he went Plaid.
Your dad's a speedy guy.
He is. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? No!
Prepareship!
Great film.
Sure is.
I hear they're finally getting a sequel. I don't know how I feel about this.
I know. We talked about this before.
We did, and I'm still on the...
With Matt.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm still on the edge. By the way, the podcatter is right behind you.
Of course he is.
Do not channel Archie.
He just might. So we've got, this is going to be a rather... I think something was thrown at me. Yep. A rather interesting...
It was invisible.
Special... God damn you guys. Special episode for you.
Should we let him get it out?
No.
Good.
I hate all of you.
Thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, I love you. I hate both of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We were able and most fortunate to play a digital version of Cysmic. Two times, that's right. We also had the privilege of playing while Jason was going over the rules and just watching us destroy each other.
Why do you have that look on your face? Are you looking at dark
because
stories?
He's got a dark story up. I can see it through his glasses. God damn it.
Well, the podcatter laid down.
Oh, podcatter.
So technically, and this is weird, this is a beta/prototype version of the game.
Yeah.
There are things that are bound to change, but this is basically our first impressions.
Yeah, in a couple weeks, the updated player boards are going to enter the TTS version of the game.
For those of you who don't know, that's Tabletop Simulator.
Yep.
You can get that right now on Steam for about $20.
Yep. But otherwise,
if you're lucky, you can get it on sale like Matt. But even at its highest price, it's relatively cheap for a piece of software.
Yeah.
And from what I can tell, works fairly well.
Oh, it works very well.
Oh, yeah. And we said this last week, too. Gilbert, who scripted it, did an amazing
Fantastic job.
Absolutely amazing. But, it uses all the actual 3D files for the game. So, like a lot of games, they don't have access to that. So they're like standees with pictures of the files or whatever.
Right.
But this is...
Or they have to recreate them themselves.
Yeah, right. So this is pretty nice that Jason shared all that, and...
Yeah.
You know, like, there are even holes where you can put the little combat flags.
They're so difficult to put in there when you've got your mechs out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
How many times did you try that?
Yeah, you didn't need it for long, though.
You asshole. So Angie didn't get to play, but she was there with me last night when we played. I was trying to give her an overview of the game and teach her as we were going. You pretty much got it, right?
Yeah.
You understand what's going on?
For the most part.
For the most part.
I'm still debating on whether or not he was winning it all last night. I know I wasn't, but...
Well, I was for a tiny bit until PJ decided to be a dick.
You know, that's twice now he's done that.
Oh, I know, but that
all
second
the
game
time.
is still running, and I've told him I was going to let him go.
Yeah,
and
we're
go-
not done with game 2 yet.
I was going to let him go and go after you, Matt. I was going to focus on you when I got what I wanted, but PJ just pissed me off, so you're not even a secondary threat, Matt. You're a tertiary threat. I'm going after PJ.
I love that he caused the first fracture and flipped it over, and he's like, "Oh, a desert! Oh, that's you!
Yeah,
Oh,
damn it.
I was really hoping I had a 1 in 6 chance that was your side, so... actually, between the two of you, I had a 1 in 3 chance, so that would be one of you. No, it was my own. We'll get to that.
I mean, that checks out.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you usually do screw yourself over without realizing it.
We said this a lot last night. What else is new? So, components-wise, we can't do a whole lot because it's all digital. But we
Right.
do have the actual 3D models of the pieces and everything, so we can speak a little about it.
Yeah.
I like the designs of everything.
Yes, I like how you can differentiate when you have a soldier versus a miner. And I also like how you can differentiate everything from this is a soldier and this is a vehicle.
Oh, troop versus
your troop
vehicle.
versus your vehicle.
Yeah.
That's a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
So your first 3 starting pieces are your troops
see if
or
he
your
remembers
shut
it. Can
the
he
hell
get all
up. Your
3 of them?
shut up. Your soldiers,
Mhm.
you've got your speaker,
Yep.
and you have your miners.
Yay.
You're an asshole.
No, that's not one of the parts.
Well, they all have them, and if not,
I mean, they're plastic,
Jason really
even.
messed up because how are they going to poop?
Maybe they don't eat.
Somebody being killed upstairs?
Well, it is the child, one of the childs.
Completely
That was the
plausible.
youngest.
Yes, I could tell.
Yeah.
But those are the 3 that you start out with, and you can differentiate each one from each other. And then the other 2 that you get are going to be your vehicles. They are
Much bigger.
much bigger. They're not massive. Your ship that you're trying to build, in comparison, is massive.
That thing's big. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh, lordy, it's a big...
I love that we did that at the same time. I feel like
Well,
we're...
yeah, we are, because you're dating him and because I've known them for
too long.
years.
Longer than you'd like to admit.
I mean, so have I, but...
Well, that is true.
25 years for you and me, PJ. Come on.
I know, it's weird.
Can you stop drinking that into your microphone?
I'm sorry. Here, let me just... Was that better?
See how easy it is to just...
At least
I heard gulping. I heard gulping.
At least he's not eating chilled monkey brains or anything of the sort, so.
Yeah.
No, but give me some chips.
No.
Yeah, he's not allowed to eat during the podcast anymore.
No.
Not after the crackers. He's banned from eating.
I think I missed that one.
Oh, PJ
That
was
was
very,
one of the
very
real
mad
ones.
while he was
Yeah.
editing.
Yeah. This is episode 86, by the way, guys.
Holy friggin' crap.
Yeah.
I haven't brought that one out in a while, have I? But,
No, but you should use it more often.
yeah, I usually... No,
He used
I
to.
used to. I used to
He
use
used
it
to come out a lot.
every episode.
So I really love how, and Jason's right, where that if you, once you learn the game, like once it's taught to you, everything you need to know is on your player map,
Yeah.
which I love. I love all that. Like everything is right there or on the character cards. So
Yes.
either way,
And
you have
those-
all the information.
So
you
those
need.
those faction cards are incredible.
Mhm.
Absolutely incredible. I don't... So far, I haven't seen one that you can't benefit greatly from. The one that I picked last night has some pretty fun things that I'm still waiting to use on you guys. So I'm not going to tell you what they are yet.
I mean, they could have just looked at it and read it.
Yeah.
You think they take the time to do that?
With as much as PJ was on our side of the board, yeah.
Actually, that
Yeah,
that
so-
was-
Couldn't keep his little finger off of us.
Yeah, quit fingering my guys.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta finger those holes to get the attack things to go in.
So
young people.
here's the problem with Tabletop Simulator. You can go over to the board, like on the board, you can go over to other people's stuff and start fucking with it. Start picking up pieces. And
how's this going to be any different from the physical copy?
well, see, the physical copy, I can smack you.
And I can't hide 5 dice in your soldiers.
Yeah, you asshole.
Even I missed
He's
that.
like, oh, I've got a magic trick. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it. I've got a magic trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Get the hell out of here.
Did you have one on the ship, too?
Yes, you put one on the top of my ship. You dick.
Yeah, that's the best part about Tabletop Simulator, in my opinion, is just that you can mess with people so much.
I hate you. So with these components, they seem to be a very true representation of what we're going to get with the final release.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get these things in my hand.
Oh, I know.
That's what she
Same.
Giggity.
These things?
You never know.
You never know.
Dang.
She could be a whore.
So what works in Seismic as this preview version of the game? I already kind of mentioned one with the player mat.
Mm-hmm.
The board itself.
And then the player, Matt.
Who gets walked on.
That was bad.
Yeah, well.
That was really bad.
Coming from the guy who does dad jokes incessantly.
That's right.
I do dirty dad jokes, but that was just bad. So the board, the player, not just the player mat, but the whole game board is brilliant.
Yes.
It's the best way I can describe it for anyone familiar. It's Chinese checkers.
That's what I was thinking.
Chinese checkers rules. And when I brought this up with Jason listening, he's like, holy crap, yeah, I didn't think of that. Like, yes, you can do that stuff in Chinese checkers.
Well, I like how there's a silence. He's like, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Right. It's a game no one's thought of in years.
I've actually never played it.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to be pretty good at it.
PJ would probably suck at it anyway.
I'd be terrible.
Yeah.
So
It's area control.
Yeah, it is. But how you can move, like, basically circumnavigate the board
yeah.
as if it was the globe. And it's not just like Risk, where only certain spots you can do it. If you're at the edge of the map and you've got a colored arrow, any other spot on the map that has that same colored arrow, that's where you go. You can go there, which, you little bastard, you used that to great advantage.
Sure did.
You dick. Because I was going to use that move on you next.
What's stopping you? I mean, it's available to all of us.
All of the guys that he moved through are the ones I was going after.
Game's not done.
I know.
Well,
I will say, though,
I wrecked your day.
I will say, though, I
twice
was so happy I got to take my ship and squash your people like you did to me last game.
Yep.
That was fun.
No, do I mean this game? I squashed you this game. I squashed him last game.
Oh, that's right.
It's kind of my thing.
Squashing people?
I just squash people.
Should I just call you Splat? You remember that game? That Hasbro
good
game?
game. It was a
Splat?
great game.
It's a fun game.
Yeah.
And she has no idea what we're talking about.
You made little bugs out of Play-Doh.
Yeah, and then you moved around. It was like kind of like Mousetrap, but actually good.
And there's a boot.
Yeah.
That you'd squish the bugs
And
with.
it had splat. Yeah. So when you got splatted, it said you got splatted.
Yeah, so Splat.
That game was great. I had that game. We used to play that all the time.
Oh, yeah, I played that one a lot.
So fun. All right, back to the game.
Back to the game.
Now, we know this isn't EA because
Back to the game.
this game's actually good.
And there aren't microtransactions.
That's right.
Yeah, the true death of gaming right there is microtransactions. But I'm gonna get off that soapbox.
EA, it's in the game. Now give me your money.
You just need to pay extra for it.
EA,
But it's in there.
It's in the game, but you pay to unlock it.
I'm really loving, by the way, all the hate for all the Madden games because they just take the same animations every year and just, color over it.
Yep.
Or change one thing here or there.
Yep.
Sometimes advertisements in the back say the wrong year because they didn't change that.
I mean,
So
it's the same
lazy.
reason I stopped playing the NBA 2K games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got so pissed off because when a new one came out, you'd be like, all right, where the fuck did my game go? Oh, yeah, we shut down the server for the new game. Like, so I can't play that. Fuck you.
So lazy.
Is there a murder going on?
Probably.
Right. Listeners, there's going to be some background noise.
Yes,
no one was
there
harmed in the production of this podcast.
Well, that
Yes.
we know of.
What else works in this game?
Matt?
Well, first off, I also want to mention the board, because between the first game and the second game, at least with Tabletop Simulator, and I'm sure that this is going to be for the same for the physical game, because we'll be putting the pieces down, it mixes everything.
Oh, yeah.
I played the same color, the same section of the board, and it's like,
This is completely different.
I have 4 mountains now instead of 3.
Yep.
And a lake. This sucks.
Yep.
But,
The amount of mountains will be the same, it's just where they are. So you may not notice it or anything the first time because it's not somewhere that you would want to go. Like, I had 2 mountains blocking my path to Colony City, so I had to, like, take this round trip around to it. And which is why I didn't go for it initially. I just went down to the south where all of my other buildings were clustered together. And I'm like, all right, let's go down there.
But, one of the components that I like on this game is the cave system.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That can really be a game changer right there, because you can come up in any number of caves from anywhere on the map.
And yes, and this reminds me of, do you guys remember Command and Conquer Generals?
Mm-hmm.
If you played as the terrorists, you could build cave systems and spider holes, put your guys in there, and if you built another one somewhere else, like a bunch of them, you could make them pop up anywhere. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
You have that interconnected system. Oh, it's so great to screw over somebody else when you do that.
See, like, in a board game sense, it makes me think of Scythe with the mines.
Right.
It's the same, very similar mechanism, except the mines in Scythe don't open up into your base.
Right.
I do have the modular board. I don't know what happens with that. They might for that one.
Oh, God.
That's something we have to play again.
Yeah, it is.
I love that game.
So the one another thing that I really like about this game is once you learn it, it goes fast.
Right?
Yes.
It goes very fast.
I mean, we got twice as far in half the time
Right.
with our second game.
Yeah.
And a big part of that was just learning how to navigate Tabletop Simulator.
Yes.
And then the other half was, learning how to
Learning the
play the game and knowing how to accomplish your goals easier.
Absolutely.
Because, like Jason says, the goal is to just build your 6 modules and get out.
Right.
But there are so many things to distract you and make you want to do other things, like killing Dan and wiping him off the map.
But that's the one thing you have to look at is they force you into combat, because when you start the game, however many players are on the board, that's how many modules you don't have. So for us, there are 6 modules to complete and install to make your ship. You already have 3 of them available to you. And 3 of them, well, you have 4 available to you. And 2 of them aren't to every individual player, because you have to get that module from the other player. And you do that by capturing their soldiers, their troops, or by hacking into their system. And you can only hack into their system if you get close enough to their base
You have to be
do
next to it.
which is very, very, very dangerous.
Because they can just roll the Colony City right on top
Exactly. They can just go boop and crush you. Literally crush you.
Yeah, Jason had a really good analogy for it. Where, and I've never seen the movie, but I remember trailers for it. Peter Jackson's Immortal Instruments. Where, entire cities will be rolling on wheels across the earth. And he's like, that's what these are. And he's like, so when people ask me, why can't they attack the colony ship? It's like one guy attacking all of Houston.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not gonna happen. So...
I mean, you can try.
So that's a really good way to imagine, like, the scale of this thing and why it just destroys everything when it enters a
Right.
hex.
And even when you see this on Tabletop Simulator, you can tell that these pieces are going to be huge in comparison. I mean, it's like taking the little G.I. Joes and then making them fight the original G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for anyone who plays RPGs, your standard troop is 25 millimeters, like the standard size of a mini.
Yep.
And then that colony ship is 6 inches tall. So, like...
Yeah.
It's sizable.
It's big.
Right there. That's, pretty large. Imagine if you would have kept the original 7 inches, and... the board was like as big as
the table
here.
Yeah. But still, I'm excited to actually get this copy in my copy in my hands and play it.
Absolutely.
Another thing that I really like, which we'll go over more in components, is the cards, like the espionage cards and the discovery cards.
Yeah.
Yes, the discovery
and the
cards.
relics.
And the
relics.
But the discovery cards.
Oh, yeah.
They're my friends now.
Some of them are.
I will do everything in my power to draw as many of those cards as possible.
See, I don't go after those. I'm trying to complete my goal and get the hell out of there. I think I had to start working on those cards. To stop your tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery or tomfuckery?
They're both the same.
That depends on your point of view.
Depends on which part of the game you're talking about.
Thanks, Obi-Wan. Well, from a certain point of view.
Depends if it's happening to him or he's making it happen.
Oh, I'm happening
That's
to
true.
you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
If it's happening to him or he's happening to you, yeah. Don't look at me like that. Now, that one's one we hear just about every episode. Okay, now you're getting a little weird. You stop that. Don't you make those... I can't...
How you doing?
Okay, those are eyes reserved for Shannon, not me. Oh, God.
All right. Anything that doesn't work at the moment? Again, it's hard to this is all preliminary because it's not physical. It's not final yet.
Does it not reflect actual gameplay?
Right? Yeah.
I can't find anything right now because a lot of it's still things. It's not that doesn't work, but it's aggravating. Is contained within the program, Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
In our first game, we did kind of
we
ran across two cards that really opposed, and the question is who won?
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately I forgot to make note of that. I was too busy.
I think I read somewhere that because most board games, if a card goes against the rules, the card trumps the rule book, And so, because what happened was Matt had control of a outpost, town, whatever, and I played a card that let me take it from him. But usually you can't do that if there's someone there protecting.
That's right. The speaker was sitting
Yeah,
there.
he had a speaker there. And I'm like, I think I still just get it, and so we weren't quite sure on that.
Should have asked Jason.
Yeah.
Actually, he wasn't on when that came up.
He wasn't, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it happened. Jason was in and out of the game, the call on Discord while we were doing this. So that was during the time when he wasn't there, and we just never followed up, like you said, to ask.
But it's also beta, so
right.
Things are going to come up. But
and he did tell us that he's thinking of taking out a few cards that feel game breaking to him.
Well, they're part of the the Molten Core expansion, I think it's called.
Okay.
So they're all going to be in the game. They're just going to be in a separate deck that you can choose to add in or not.
Right. I'd put him in, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting them, so.
Yeah. Oh, he did say something about the ones where you cannot burn a card. Right?
Yeah. It was the.
he might remove those.
It
cards.
was the espionage cards.
Yeah.
Because
there are relic cards too that do that.
Yes, I have one of those currently.
I know.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I love it.
he hopes he does.
What do you mean? I hope I do. Screw PJ over. Leave me out of this. I told you, you're tertiary. I'm not even going after you anymore.
So Dan.
Yeah.
Dan.
What?
Dan.
What?
This is called Employee of the Month.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Francis.
Jesus Christ, dude. And you said I was fucking loud.
Francis.
Ford Bacon?
Dies of a heart attack.
Well, it's because he ate so much bacon.
Stop knocking
I'm
bacon.
gonna laugh if this is actually the right.
Well, at first I was like, am I reading the solution? But Francis dies of a heart attack at work.
Uh-huh.
His colleagues are there when it happens.
Uh-huh.
However, they do not call for help when Francis dies.
What's the title of this one?
Employee of the Month.
Employee of the Month. Okay. Francis is a man, yes?
Yes.
All right. Dies of a heart attack.
He's a
Everyone's
Muppet
there.
of a man.
Am I a man or a Muppet? Okay. Sorry. All right, I know this one. I got it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's an actor. He's on stage. He's having a heart attack in front of the audience and his own cast and crew. They all think he's doing a fantastic job of his death scene when he's actually dying.
Ding, ding, ding.
You know what's really disturbing? That's happened plenty of times on stage.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was one where, I think it was the photo shoot one, where that was my guess.
Yes.
He said, what did you say about a photo shoot last night? He said something about a photo shoot. I'm like, are you sure it was a photo shoot?
I don't remember.
Was there a stabbing? There was no knife, but it was a stabbing.
Here's another one for you.
Okay.
A woman finishes getting dressed and dies.
I think we've done this one already,
seeing
dude.
a theme here.
Hold on.
We didn't do this one.
I'm pretty sure we did.
No, we definitely did not.
Let me take a look. Because I'm pretty sure we did this one.
No, we did not do
I don't
this
know.
one.
Does this get construed as cheating now?
Probably.
No, because I have everything that we've done marked. Nope. Okay, we didn't do this one. All right.
Told you.
She gets dressed and then dies.
That's it. That's the whole clue. It's... That's it.
Okay.
One sentence.
Okay.
Okay. K.O. Durf.
We are talking about a human here, are we not?
Yes.
I mean, that's always the first thing to go to.
Mm-hmm.
After fucking Roger.
Damn rabbits.
Okay. A woman gets dressed, then
For me, it was
dies.
after Martin.
Oh, yes, the
Oh,
bird.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Or was it Marvin?
I think it was Marvin.
It was a different one.
Okay, a woman gets dressed and dies. That's really fucking vague. So this is it's a human
Yes.
person, woman. Is she?
Is she an actor?
No. Well, it doesn't say.
Is she in some sort of play?
Maybe.
Dies.
Doesn't say.
Does it say does it say how she dies?
Yeah.
Okay. Does she fall?
No.
Is
Is
she
there a
murdered?
stabbing?
No.
Is there a knife
That's
involved?
twice now.
No.
Shannon was right.
Were there chemicals on the clothes?
No.
Or in the clothes?
No.
She wasn't. It wasn't an allergic reaction.
No.
She wasn't poisoned.
No.
Was she hanged?
No.
Okay.
Did she actually die, or is it a fake death?
No, she died.
Because this
And
sounds.
also props for saying hanged. Thank you.
Well, yeah, you don't say hung.
Some
They're not
people-
clothes.
Some people do.
Well, those people are.
Legits.
I was just gonna say something fucking stupid, but
Mm.
this is very familiar because I think I did read this one and I have no idea what it is anymore because I was gonna use this on you guys.
I love these like stupidly vague ones.
This is stupidly vague.
It's so stupid. And the solution is so stupid too. It's all just so dumb.
I don't know.
Did she fall out a window?
No.
I already asked if she fell.
I mean, she fell when she died.
Well, oh, God damn it. God damn it. Children.
Is she upstairs right now?
No. Well, no.
not-
I can't.
Okay, was it a suicide?
No.
Was it a heart attack?
No.
overdose.
No.
Heat exhaustion.
No.
Getting pissed off at the Stark story.
Putting layer after layer after layer in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona.
Whoa.
Did I pick the wrong place to be a mall Santa? Why did they have to do Christmas in July?
It's Christmas in July. She had the alien heat beam used on her?
Fuck you.
Which brings us to favorite moments.
That's an excellent segue, Matt. You didn't even know.
So,
what's everyone's favorite moments from our 2 game sessions?
I just have to say this is not a favorite moment, but more of just one of my favorite aspects of this game. And we've talked with Jason about this, is how you can plan as long as you want, but you're always going to have to change everything on the fly because somebody's going to be unpredictable and do something. Even as much as PJ and I can read each other, there's always that little bit of unpredictability that's going to fuck somebody over. When it's just a one-on-one game, or even having Matt with us to like focus on, there's always going to be something unpredictable that you now have to go, well, shit, I can't play this card because I can't do what I wanted to do, so now I got to do this. And then try to plan according to that.
Yeah.
And hope that one comes to fruition.
My favorite moment was when you were trying to get the attack thing, the combat thing into the power mech, and then you were fighting over it. So then PJ just got out another one.
Just getting the flag in so he can... And then we didn't even get it in. It just kind of laid there like, fuck it, it's done.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in the mech. We're good.
We know what's going to go on. And they're like, well, you don't need it anyway. He's like, you fucker.
Was it the fact that it was Tabletop Simulator, or Dan just couldn't find a hole?
PJ couldn't find the hole either.
I told PJ if we were doing like a Menage a Trois, we'd be horrible.
It, just couldn't get it in.
That's right.
It's too small.
Well, now.
This has never happened to me before.
So, my favorite moments, plural, are first from the first game session. Pretty early in the game, I rolled my colony city over Matt's army.
That was pretty brutal.
And it was like a good 10-15 minutes go by, and Matt plays a card, a discovery card, that says, move any 3 troops anywhere on the map, like, you know, their movement speed. And Matt's like, so I'm going to move my...
Where'd they go?
Well, he's like, move my...
Somebody neglected to tell me that they were rolled over.
Where are my troops? And I was like, well...
I'll get you and your little dog, Till.
And then last night, Dan tries the same thing. And... So I don't know what it is about me.
So this was the way that this was set up, because it's part of my favorite moment. The whole time I'm waiting for this. I've got this card. One of my discovery cards says, what is it? It's bribery. Combat bribery. I was like, oh, I'm looking at engine 1. I'm waiting for one of these fuckers to get this mech out, and I'm going to steal it right out from under them, and they can't do a damn thing about it. This is going to be so great. It's going to be so great. And Matt comes up with something, and he's like, oh, wait, I can't. That's this. It's the harvester. I'm like, fuck! I can't do the harvester. It has to be a mech. And I'm waiting, and PJ goes, I am upgrading to a mech. I'm like, yes! Yes! And then you came and you fucked up my guys, so you got rid of my already built mech. So I'm fine. I'm going to get it back. And the turn comes around and went, yes! Take my crystals, give me this, and he's going, what are you doing? Just read my card.
What are you doing right now?
Read my card. He goes,
You literally threw the card at him.
I did. I threw the card, and he's like, what? Oh, like, yes! We got myself all set up. I'm ready to attack PJ, and then the fucker does this.
So yeah, and these 2 events were like within 3 turns of each other, right? Mm-hmm. So first I wipe out one of his armies, like, completely in a fell swoop. And then I wipe out the other one with a discovery card that was the alien heat beam.
Fucking hated that. That was such bullshit.
Well, first, the turn before, I played Flee.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
And
so normally when you flee, the player that's fleeing can still be shot in the back by the defending player.
They're running away. Just like in D&D, there's an attack of opportunity as you're running
and
away.
This would be considered an attack of opportunity. So I'm like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's like, no, it just flees without repercussion. Like, no!
Yeah, I'm like, look at the blue ability. Yeah. I'm like, look at the blue bonus ability in column 4, I think it is.
Something like that.
And I'm like, without getting shot at, or whatever the wording is. And Dan's like, oh, I hate you so much. And then I was ready to just kill those guys anyways. But then I'm like, oh, I can just get out of there and kill him.
But you couldn't, because that's when I had my mech. I put my mech there, and you're like, oh. Because I was going to wipe you out with my mech.
No, I was going to still zap you. With everybody there. Those guys in there.
Hey, you should have, you dick.
But then I saw the flee ability. I'm like, oh, well, in that case.
Such an ass. Such an ass.
And so, yeah, I completely eradicated your power mech without you ever getting to use it.
Pissed me off.
Oh, man. That cracked me up. Oh, and then to top it
so
off...
the whole time he keeps saying, like, oh, I don't know who I'm going to use this on, but they're going to hate me. I think I'm going to use it on you, Dan. I'm like... am I going to hate you? I don't know. Like, no, how much am I going to hate you? Probably a lot. Like, am I going to rue vengeance on you? Probably. I'm like, God damn it!
I was like, well, don't be angry yet. Matt could still do something to make me mad. Because it was all about, like, if Matt was going to move into my area to, like, try to cyber attack me or something, then obviously I was going to use it on him. But he just started upgrading harvesters and stuff, so I'm like, oh, all right, he's not doing anything for a while. So Dan was the target there.
You ass. You fucking ass.
And strategically, I need your blueprint. So I had to get rid of your combat
I need
forces.
both of your blueprints.
Well,
I would have had it too.
What you need.
If Matt wasn't like, I'm rescuing my guy. I was like, you fucker, no, I need him.
I so love those cards.
Yes.
Assholes.
This game is like Uno. It ends friendships very quickly. In the best ways. Like Survive.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem.
Survive.
I don't have a problem with Survive. You know what game
sure?
You know what game I do have a problem with? Spirit Island, because that will fucking break you.
Spirit Island. Anxiety in a box.
Yes.
Matt, you need to play that one. It's so good. It's one of the best. Like, in terms of how it's designed, it's one of the most ingenious designed games. Like, I've never seen a game like this.
So let me give you a quick what would they call that? Pitch. Ready? It's colonialism. And you're the victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's near hopeless from the very start.
Yeah, it's not about how do I beat this, it's about how long can I fucking make it through this.
It's a survival game.
You're a spirit guiding the inhabitants of the island to protect the island and scare off the colonialists, and it's brutal.
Absolutely.
Like, as soon as when you set the game up, you know, you put the colonists out and some towns and things like that, and Dan's like, okay, this looks bad, but it's manageable. And I go, oh, looks bad, but they get a turn before we do. And so I flip over like some cards. I'm like, okay, they're gonna spread out here, put a town here, and they're gonna do this, and they're gonna do that, and immediately, like, half the island is covered in white figures. And Dan goes, oh, God.
So they multiplied like rabbits.
Like Rogers.
Damn those Rogers.
Like Rogers.
Well, I guess someone had a good Rogering.
Any other favorite moments? I really like just having Jason chiming in every so
absolutely.
often.
So one thing that I still think is funny is he watched us with the first game, and he goes, "Oh my god, You guys are brutal to each other. Jason, this is nothing.
No.
This is nothing. This is a normal day for us.
I also really like someone took Colony City. What?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, wait, no, I didn't get it. What?
And I'm just like, hi.
Kind of like last night. Like, oh, well, one of my things is I can take any troop and move them anywhere on the map. So this is mine now. PJ goes, shit. My God, what are they doing up
Playing
there?
fetch right now.
Do they...
With the dog or without the dog?
Probably using the dog as the stick.
Which one?
Throwing Ollie.
Rosie, go
Get her, Rosie! We really need to get an on-air sign for up there.
It won't do anything.
I know. It'll just look cool.
Was the woman a ghost?
No.
Oh, we're going back to this. I don't know.
She got dressed.
And then died.
And then died.
Somebody shoot her?
No.
No, they probably just hit her ear.
Well, some of my favorite times were just watching you two go after each other because I'm watching these cards come up, which, incidentally, the second game that we've done, I can't see your hands.
Mm-hmm.
First game, I could.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I could read everything you had.
One of you two, I think it was Dan, came over to my hand and flipped one of my cards.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
And I'm like, well, get out of my hand! Not that you would see anything anyways, because you can't. But...
No, I can.
What?
Yeah. I can. I just came home and I'm like, what's this? Okay. I just wanted to see if I could do it. Because it was one of the regular command cards.
Yeah.
That's what I flipped. I was like, oh, that's what you used. Okay.
Besides the amusement of you two just
Wailing on each other?
Being you two. One of the tips that we got was that you should be building roughly
every
two-
1.5 to 2 rounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turns, yeah.
You know, your ultimate goal here is to get your ship and get it launched.
And that's
Yeah.
what I tried. That's what I've been trying to do the last 2 games.
Before either the planet explodes or you get taken completely out.
Yeah.
I realized on the first game I was not going to win. No way, no how.
Oh, when I tried launching, I rolled the humanity die. I'm like, I can go! Nope, you have to re-roll it. What?
That was good. Good.
I ended up on the first game, before PJ actually did get to launch, I had one of 2 options. When he played his ship card, I had this nice, handy-dandy little card that said, you can play this on anybody, and they have to flip their burn card, and that's the one they play.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes, I was going to keep you here. Didn't get to do that.
I like that. That's good. Man, they're just... And he's said it in his design diaries and interviews and stuff, like, the idea of making a game that makes memories. And this game has made so many stories already, and we don't even own the freaking thing yet.
I know.
One of the things that I've gotten from this, and just in the 2 games that we played, or 1.5 games, depending upon how you want to look at it.
Yeah.
This game has got high replayability.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Way high.
Absolutely.
replayability.
I would rank this above Risk.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Just in sheer strategy and replayability.
And fun factor.
Absolutely.
Oh,
in my
yes.
opinion. And I love Risk.
And speed.
Yeah, oh my god.
Like, I could see a 6-player game of this going by pretty darn quickly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like, one turn can be done in sometimes 30 seconds.
If that. Yeah.
Now, some of them, if you play a battle card, that could take a while.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that doesn't happen too often, honestly.
No.
You're more, if you're focused on building your ship, you're only going to be in 2 major combats. Well, several major combats, like 2 that you initiate to get blueprints,
and then everybody
and
else.
then defending combats.
Right.
But not that many.
And it doesn't always have to be combats, because there are. I'm losing the name of the card.
There is your negotiation. That's your negotiation.
No, well, that's
card.
still, you need the hostages for negotiate.
No.
Cyber attack.
Yeah, that's on the negotiation card.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right.
It's the main card we draw.
Discovery.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Discovery does
The
have
Discovery
a few of those.
cards. I had one before I had to play it to get rid of you.
Yeah, it was aimed at PJ, not me. But still.
Just a one thing here. There are multiple things on all the cards
Yes.
of what you can do with them. It's not just play what it says.
Yeah.
There's pieces in the card that work with battle. They can change roles. You can add. You can subtract, which I kind of think is ingenious.
Yeah.
And then there's the action of the card, and then there's things that you can get at the bottom of the card. You just need to choose which one you're going to play.
Right.
But there are other ways to get those plans, including sacrificing your own troops to do it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt's just like, I'm going to give you these 2 guys. All right. Do you give them to Dan?
No,
Or
he gave them to you.
Yeah,
because
Matt
I
just-
stole one from you.
Matt just gave me some troops. And it was just like, okay, I get this blueprint now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he wasn't quite sure how to take that one, but I thought that was... I see that as a last-ditch effort.
Absolutely.
But by that time, I pretty much knew I wasn't going to win. Yeah, I see many, many years of enjoyment coming out of this game.
Yeah.
And I'm not I would be the first to admit, this is the first time I have backed anything through crowdfunding.
This isn't my first one, but this is the first one in quite a while.
This is my first in a while.
I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I came into this late, and this is why.
Hello.
I've listened to you guys talk about this, what now, a year?
Yeah.
A little more?
A little over a year it's been.
And I'm standing at the carnival, and he's still talking about it.
You brought it up at the carnival.
I did
I'll
bring it
have
up.
You know.
But you're still talking about
I'll
it.
have you know. Because he's just like, so, this seismic, what do you think about it? And I'm like, well, if you want
How
it.
much time do you
Yeah, I'm like, I looked at my watch. I'm like, you have 4 hours.
Well, here was the kicker. This was the night that you were on
live streaming. It was the last day. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we were literally like an hour away or something from. Yes, it was less than 4 hours because we were pretty close to leaving the carnival to hop on the live stream.
Yeah, because we were in there for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
That he was on.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucked was I had to. As soon as we were done, I had to go right to bed because I had to get up for work the next day.
Nobody cares.
It made me mad.
I didn't.
Shut up. Because I would have stayed up. I would have stayed up and talked with Jason like for hours.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty of it is, he finally pushed me off the fence, so I went home and I'm looking at this and it's like, there's a lot in here that I'm not expecting to find.
Oh yeah.
So, yes. I went ahead and I funded it. I'm not sorry I did. This looks like it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And on a side plug, the late pledge is open.
Yep. So now's the time for people to either, like lock in their pledge, which most of us are good on, or people who got like the 4-player version can add some things to it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've got the only thing I didn't get was that wash.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will paint them myself. Will it be a pain in the butt? Yes. Will it take forever? Probably.
Will you ever actually do it? Probably not.
Eventually, you guys shut it. Eventually.
Like, what I would do is I would buy my own dip, and I would just wash them myself, and I wouldn't paint them, because that would take forever. I don't know if I could paint them. Like, I would just wash them.
I might do that.
I don't know. That's simple enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're a lot.
Because it's 7 soldiers, 9 speakers, I think. Well, it's all listed there. So you get calling ship, 8 minor, or 8 mechs, 2 of each color. And it's more than that, actually, because it's 12 mechs with the 6-player version.
Yep.
24 speakers, like a lot. It's a lot of minis you have to paint. And one mini takes it like half hour.
Wow.
If you're going quickly through it. With Blood Rage, I went through 11 in like 2 hours today because I'm like,
now we got to make sure we can tell which one did he take his time on and which one did he half-ass.
just slather it on there.
Which I'm sure that's a game that we're going to cover here pretty soon.
It's actually very similar to Seismic in terms of combat.
Okay.
Where each troop is worth a certain value. And so all the troops that meet in an area, you calculate the values, and then you have cards that you can play to like change the values.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
And, and then everyone who dies goes to Valhalla, and then the rest of the people like get all the goods and everything from it. And you can play Loki cards where you get points for everyone who dies. And then you can summon like trolls and giants and all kinds, sea monsters and stuff, and dark elves to help you with the fight.
Oh goodness!
Yeah, so that's gonna be another game.
You gotta love Norse mythology.
So yeah, I'm excited for that one. But future games that are coming up, we have to do Wingspan, the Asia expansion. So that one I'm really excited to talk about just because it's more Wingspan, which we love. But it's a 2-player specific version and also a 6 and 7-player version too. And it adds a flock mode to it.
Oh, nice.
And it also has this brand new single-player mode too, based on the 2-player version.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So a little more streamlined from the sounds of it and how to play there. And of course, it's just more birds for the game.
I want my bird.
And a Russian inventor
who has beef with a tech billionaire. So why did she die?
It already is.
And then, before we get to the dark story, another game coming down the pipe is the newest game from Elzra Games, which is called Monster Pit.
Yes.
So they were generous enough to send us a copy of that, and I've played a couple rounds of it solo. And I'm very excited to see what everyone at the table thinks about it when we play that one.
Absolutely. As soon as you showed me that, I was like, okay, this is going to be good.
Yeah, so that's what the next couple weeks look like there.
Yeah.
We're also don't know what we're going to do when I'm away on vacation. We may not have an episode in August. We'll see. We might have one pre-recorded.
We might have one in the can. Yeah.
Might have one pre-recorded, not sure yet what's going to happen there.
Maybe we'll do a greatest hits. It'll just be me getting hit in the face with a fucking mic all the time.
Live?
No?
That would be fun.
Ah!
Listeners, in case you don't know and didn't see the live... Oh no, you wouldn't know from the live stream either.
Sorry.
But
hit Angie.
Dan's mic is on a boom arm, as are 3 of ours. Matt is not on one. But... we like to just push the microphone, and it swings on the arm into his face.
It's a great time.
It's so great.
You guys suck.
And last thing before we get into the
resolution of our dark story?
Resolution of the dark story is July 9th. No, this is going to air after that. Never mind. So...
Psych!
Yeah. But if you do...
Great show, by the way. Great show.
If you like puzzles...
Love you!
Love you.
If you like puzzles, there's a game called A Gentle Rain, which we talked about.
Yes, we did talk about that.
Really amazing.
I think it was
game.
last week. Anyway,
if you like doing puzzles or just playing solitaire, things like that, this game is super simple to learn, and it's just such a great game. It's really incredible. So I highly recommend that one to anyone who.
How incredible is it?
So incredible.
So incredible.
So she got dressed.
Yeah, and then died.
I
Why?
don't know why.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Was she frail?
No.
Did she break a hip while putting on her shoe?
No.
Did she fall in a pit of acid?
Shoes have something to do with it.
She slipped on a shoe and she smacked her head off of her dresser.
No.
Nightstand?
No.
Stepped on a banana peel?
No.
Did she trip?
No.
Did she fall over a cat?
No. Involved an animal.
A shoe has something to do with... Oh, a spider was in her shoe and it bit her.
Yep, there you go.
Was it a brown recluse? Black widow?
Just said venomous spider.
You gotta be more specific.
Yeah, well, those two don't kill instantaneously.
No, but a brown recluse will make it necrotic tissue, and it's
I
pretty
know,
gross.
it's nasty,
Yeah.
but it's
No good.
not
No bueno.
instant.
I felt the sweat on Dan's forehead.
I know, right?
I am fucking sweating my balls
dying.
off.
The rest of us are dry as a bone here, and
He's glistening.
he's like the guy in Airplane, you know?
Or does he have a guilty conscience?
Thank you said Airplane. I thought you were going to refer to me as Wayne Knight from Fatal Attraction. All right, cool. And I'm the only one that's seen that movie. You know who Wayne Knight is, though, right?
Yes.
Dennis
I do.
Nedry?
Yeah.
From Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Sharon Stone opens her legs, and he's like, no, you've never seen... Seriously? Seriously?
I know Sharon Stone. I know who that is. I know Wayne Knight. Never saw them together.
By the way,
screen.
that's the only reason that Spielberg hired him for Dennis Nedry, because he looked like someone who could look nervous really well in front of the camera.
He was perfect as Nedry. He was perfect. The whole time I was reading the book, I'm like, I see Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight.
It's perfect.
It's funny, he was heftier and...
Listeners, you need to read Jurassic Park. It is so different from the movie, and it's so good.
I mean, I just love the fact that you've got John Hammond, who in the movie Richard Attenborough, he's the kindly grandfather. Oh, everybody loves Richard Attenborough, and then you read the book and you go, God, Hammond's a douche.
Get Seismic.
Yes,
Play Seismic.
The late pledge is open, people. If you want a copy of this, like seriously, now that we have officially played it, instead of me just watching playthroughs and saying this game is great, like now we have played it, twice almost. We're almost done with the second game. This game is so good.
Absolutely.
I can't stop thinking about like what to do next,
and so
like, oh man, next time we play, this is what I'm gonna do.
So there are things in the works that Jason is going to put in for the physical release that will be coming to Tabletop Simulator, such as a single player and co-op mode, which I'm very excited to delve into those as well.
Yeah.
Because I really, really want to play this game by myself right now. This is one of the first times where I see a board game and I go, I really want to play the single-player version of this. That does not happen very often.
It's like when I first started learning guitar and you get that itch.
Oh, yeah. You just have to, I need to do it more.
Yeah, I need more of this. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's right now you can get all of your pledges in on your late pledge in on GameFound. Mm-hmm. If this is something that sounds good to you, but you don't know if you want to do it yet, get it on Steam, Tabletop Simulator. You can download it for free, just you can get a good feel for the game.
Yeah.
If it's something you like, I highly recommend that you get this.
We'll play the game with you.
Absolutely.
Seriously, hop into the Seismic Discord. Go to seismicgame.com. I think the link to the Discord's on there.
I believe so.
If not, email us, gamesoboard@gmail.com. We'll send you a link to the Discord. We'll play with you.
Absolutely. This game is incredible.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
up for playing more. I don't know when y'all are open, but I want to play and finish this game and then play another game after it.
Except
that's where I'm at right now.
Except when I have to do my third shift, I'm always open to play a little bit in the afternoon, in the evening,
and just the different styles of play. Like this second game, I deliberately decided to be more aggressive just to see how the game would.
Yeah, I'd say you dink.
He's just mad because he's not winning.
I didn't win the last game either.
Neither did I. You don't see me whining about it.
I wasn't going to be aggressive, and PJ's pissed me off to where I'm just going to ramp up my aggressiveness.
So I figure I just take it up to 11 for this one since I didn't last game.
But why don't you just make 10 louder? Because this one goes up to 11.
I saw a
haven't
video.
seen this is Spinal Tap. That's a good.
I saw a video, by the way, of this girl talking to like people on the street, so it's probably scripted, but it still made me smile. Where she's like, "If the sun's too hot to visit, why don't you just go at night when it's off?" And and the cameraman goes to like the people holding the microphone. They're like, "What?"
It's okay if you remember. We had a classmate that thought the sun and the moon was the same damn thing.
Yeah. And the teacher was like, "Haven't you ever seen them in the sky at the same time?" No!
No, you can literally see the moon out there right now. Oh my god!
I literally went home with headaches like twice a week because of that class. Because it was the last class of the day. And oh my gosh. It hurt my head. Some of the people in that room. Well, that'll wrap it up for this week, everyone. Email us at gamesoverboard@gmail.com or visit us at gamesoverboard.com where you can find a contact link and all of our other podcasts. You can also hit up our YouTube channel where we live stream whenever we can. And
they're few and far between, but we're trying.
We will be live streaming Monster Pit. I really want to live stream that one. I definitely want to see, what people think of that one. Things like that. We have a new setup for our live stream.
That's quite a rig you got there.
I have 3 cameras ready to go. One for the board, one for a green screen so we can zoom in on cards, and one for us. And so you'll see us interacting with each other and all that.
Yes, you'll see the tomfoolery or ass-hattery that goes on.
That's right.
A lot of me shaking my head.
Yep.
Yes, an awful lot of that. Okay, so I think this is the real end of our episode.
Yep.
So everybody, thank you for listening. Again, hit us up on all of our social media. Email us at gamesoverboard@gmail.com. Find us on, what is it, X, Twitter, whatever they call it these days. Thank God. Smart one.
We have
Instagram, Facebook,
and YouTube.
And the tubes of...
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.